All right, we are back with the MLG Play 5K series. So that was the first side of domination. We're going into the second one now. EnVy, they lead by 5 total points as we're going to jump over to EnVy, and right now they're leading by 4 points at the second half. So if my kindergarten math skills are correct, they're now up by 10 total points. So not the biggest of leads. Definitely Vanquish are able to come back, but Proof just got taken out. So let's switch over to Merc.
Yeah, Merc, a great addition to EnVy. Definitely a guy you want on your team, especially going into an Infinity Ward game. That's for certain. Yeah. So he has a lot of success, with these particular style of games. But Ghost, I will say this much: I can't quite say I can compare it to the likes of MW2 and MW3. It does play slightly different, but I definitely can still see players like Merc adapting very well. And of course, just continuing to show his dominance in competitive Call of Duty. So it certainly has been the case, especially with Proofy and Karma as well. So this team has just been gelling lovely.
I mean, this is one of the, you put this team on paper and, you could see the amount of talent they have, but we all know EnVy, they're still searching for that ever so elusive major tournament victory on LAN. It's crazy that they don't have one yet. I mean, they have a lot of very good placings across many games, different platforms as well, but still yet to get that trophy.
Yeah, it is, interesting that you bring that one up, man. I mean, it is something that has always lingered with me. I've always been an EnVy fan and love what the team represents, and great stop by Karma, just continuing to show why he's one of the best. But yeah, so I don't know, man. It's like I want EnVy to be able to get that big win. I think that's something that, something that's just kind of been escaping them, and is this it? I mean, many people are saying that EnVy could very well go into Columbus and end up getting the W, and players like Karma right now could certainly be leading the charge in that regard.
Yeah, with the shank, he's able to pick up 1 kill as his teammates move on to B. He taps C, spots 1 going towards bottom control, and easy shots, takes out Chills, so just putting pressure onto the Vanquish home flag. Can't get the second kill. Karma's on a pretty sick spree right now. Will get shut down, but overall in the game, he's 13-6, as now his teammates are going to pick up exactly where he left off. Still putting pressure onto the Vanquish home flag group. Around the area, takes out Chills off respawn, but he gets taken out himself. But while Vanquish are still fighting to regain control of their own base, EnVy are just racking on the time, and now there's only a minute 10 remaining in the map, and it's a 15-point lead overall for EnVy.
Yeah, I mean, EnVy is just, they're playing on fire here. That run that Karma had, like you said before, was a big difference maker. And then the aggression on C was great for them. So now B is actually going to be contested just briefly as that player, I believe, jumps down to the bottom and trying to catch anyone off the rotation. Rambo's going to be making his way off the right street there. And while B is getting contested once again, it just shows that EnVy, they're on the money, man. They're moving up, they're getting aggressive, not giving these guys any opportunity to breathe, but they are able to flip it. Vanquish trying to survive in this matchup. They're down by 15.
All right, so it's total of a 20-point lead for EnVy. So 30 seconds remaining. That equates to 6 scores. They're up 1 flag, so they can only get +6 points, which of course is not enough. So Golden Boy, the game is over. EnVy are going to take map 1 in the best of 5 series in the first semifinal match here of the MLG Play 5K series powered by GAEMS. So good job from EnVy. There's a look at the final scoreboard. Karma just going off, man. 16-8. 14-9 from Merc. Of course, see Rambo and Proof. They were able to pick up the objective where Killer, though, he had 5 caps. Wasn't enough as EnVy cruised to a map 1 victory by a total of 20 points.
Yeah, and looking here at Proofy's the final kill cam, 10-9, like you were pointing out all the players before. While Karma was such a big player there in that matchup, I love seeing all the members of EnVy just playing consistent, right? Just everyone clicking, everyone getting kills, and they shut down Vanquish. But here's the thing: when you get to this top level, when you get to this higher tier in the tournament, and you play against teams that have just clicked very well, teams like EnVy, for example, Vanquish, which is essentially 2 from VQ, 2 from Unite at this point, there could be some communication issues here, difference in play styles and whatnot that could affect them. Of course, probably thinking too much into it, but those are always things you have to consider at this, this point in the bracket. Now EnVy, they're looking great. Going into Search and Destroy, though, I'm still going to have to say that Vanquish could very well take it because they have MBOs and Fizzerp on the team, and to me, that's just more than enough. They're just so good at Search and Destroy.
All right, so we're going to commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to find out if Vanquish can tie the series up, as map number 2 is going to be Search and Destroy on Warhawk. Stay tuned.